Hey guys, welcome to my review of Oppenheimer. And man, we're going to go over a lot really quick because freaking Target's going to close and I need my freaking coffee creamer. Yeah, we're going to review the movie, go over all the good stuff, which there's plenty of, go over my viewing experience, which is not a lot of good stuff, but I still like the movie, and also, thankfully, the second viewing experience, which made me like the movie a little bit more. But I also want to touch on Christopher Nolan and his creative choices with audio lately, and also where I think he is as a filmmaker. And I'm going to do all of this, obviously, by using my very sophisticated 5-star rating system. I mean, dude, even Oppenheimer couldn't come up with this shit. Look at that. But yeah, Oppenheimer. I'm a huge Christopher Nolan fan. Ever since Memento, dude, I love all his movies. Maybe not Tenet, because I still don't know what that movie's about. Everything else, yeah, dude. I'm a huge Batman fan. That Dark Knight trilogy, that's the shit. And like everyone else, I was excited to see this. Let me start with the obvious. Dude, it's freaking Christopher Nolan. This shit looks beautiful. Like, this just screams Oscar. Like, all the whole look of the movie. I've never seen something look so artistically gorgeous as two people freaking having a conversation. Because yeah, spoiler alert, this is all talking, man. Yeah, there's a 10-minute freaking bomb test. Other than that, bro, they're talking the whole freaking movie. Prepare yourself for that. It's 3 hours. But yeah, it's gorgeous. Not going to go over the bomb test because there are some very artistic, creative choices made, and they're beautiful ones. And I'm not sure if this needs to be seen in IMAX because, again, I don't know if I need a 90-story screen to see two people talking, but dude, do it if you want. Yeah. As far as the acting is concerned, whew, there are so many actors here. I'm not even going to start to freaking name them all. A lot of them, they don't even have huge parts. They just want to be in a Christopher Nolan movie because he is one of the last beautiful filmmakers, man. But our two major standouts, which I'd be shocked, I mean, they're definitely both getting nominated for an Oscar. There's no freaking world where that doesn't happen. And I'm talking about Cillian Murphy and obviously Robert Downey Jr. If Robert Downey Jr., I know there's still half a year of movies to come out, but I don't see how this guy does not win the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Yeah. Some people were complaining about the timelines here, and as far as like it jumping around, maybe a little bit too messy. It wasn't messy for me. I kind of got it and understood it, and I went with it. Yeah, it's fine for me. It didn't bother me. What did bother me? Whew. Okay, listen, man. We've all been talking about it. Freaking Christopher Nolan's creative choices with his audio mixing. It started with The Dark Knight, where it's like you heard a little bit of too much of that bombastic music, and it's like over, like just too much. And that was all right. We got through it. Tenet, whole nother story, dude. They're trying to freaking explain some quantum physics crap. If there was ever a movie you needed to hear every word that was being said, it was that one. And all the dialogue was getting drowned out by action scenes, freaking waves, music, freaking everything, freaking cats, everything. Yeah, he did learn his lesson because that doesn't happen in Oppenheimer. In Oppenheimer, you still get to hear what everybody says, but there's music playing the entire freaking time, and it's loud. Even when it's not loud, and it's just like a violin going, the violin is like screeching almost, and you're like, ah. And you don't hear depth in the people's voices. It's like everybody's in a hallway the whole time, which I know they technically are in the movie, but still, there's no warmth in their voices. So you're hearing the music going, and especially in the first act. I really like the third act of this because the music kind of chilled. But in the first act, dude, they're just trying to introduce characters. Bro, my kid and I are like this. My daughter, I felt so bad. She's putting the AirPod Pros on and she's just like putting noise cancellation. And she's like, Dad, I'm done. I'm just going to lay down on the freaking recliner and the thing and be done. And I know it wasn't just her because I saw like 6 couples walking out of the theater in the first 20 minutes. And I know it's not because like, oh, they don't like the movie. It's because it hurt. Everyone didn't do that. Maybe we run through different frequencies in our ears. Who knows? Maybe after this video is done, I'm going to go outside and pee next to a fire hydrant. I don't know. All I'm saying is that music, the bombastic music in the first act, it's like dun, 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 dun. He's going to a dinner party and trying to fucking potato salad, and the music is going like it's the third act of the fucking huge saga. I'm like, why? I even asked my kid, bro, if you want to go, it's fine. You're more important to me than the movie. Yes, I'm not like Rose in Titanic that doesn't freaking move over. Yes, it's my kid. And yes, I did feel every line that was delivered in that movie. It's just, I didn't feel it in my heart. I felt it in my freaking ears. Thankfully, today I was able to see it a second time in a different setting that I'm not going to get into, but let's just say the sound was able to be adjusted properly with the surround sound. And I got to tell you, one thing that I learned today that I really loved is that the score in this movie is amazing. Once you're not afraid of it and it's not kicking your ass, it's fantastic. This is Oscar worthy, dude. It's nice to hear the score and not be afraid that Cillian Murphy's not going to go into the bathroom to take a dump and then he's going to wipe his ass and the suspenseful music's going to blast while he's wiping his ass and you're going to go deaf. No, this is great. It also does pain me to say this, okay? If this is the way Christopher Nolan's audio mixing choices are going to be, like if this is how it is, I might say that Christopher Nolan is a filmmaker, I can't believe I'm saying this, that's better watched at home for the first time, because at least you have surround sound that you can tweak. And listen, I get that you can be like, oh, it was just your theater that did that. My theater was great. And yeah, there's going to be people that say their theater was great, their theater wasn't, their theater was great, their theater wasn't. But we're having this conversation about the same filmmaker for his last two films. So there's a pattern going on. Unfortunately, something that I did notice the first and second time is that any great storyteller does not need 3 hours to tell a freaking story. I know it's modern. You can do the 2:45. It's fine. The 2:30. It's fine. This didn't have to be 3 hours, dude. And listen, man, I totally get it. This is an important freaking film. The movie reminded you every single freaking minute, pretty much. And yeah, that's the thing. I don't want a movie to tell me how important it is. I want to be able to be the person looking at the movie and being like, that's important. Oscar material. No, bro, this movie is letting you know the entire time it's going for the freaking Oscar. And that's where Christopher Nolan, as much as I'm a huge fan, it started with Inception. And he's just kind of started to kind of like outsmart him, like overthink himself, oversmart himself a little bit. And that even makes sense. And I hate to use the word, man, but it comes across as pretentious at this point. And it's like between the sound mixing choices and the length and he's like just trying to be overly epic on epic on epic. And it's like, dude, yeah, it's to the point where Christopher Nolan's kind of becoming a caricature of himself, if I'm being honest. And this is coming from a fan. I still like it more than Tenet because I do understand what this movie is about. I will say, though, even Tenet has more rewatch value than this does. What do you think of Oppenheimer? I'm sure you're going to say it was a freaking masterpiece. Everybody in the world does. If you're not, you're crazy. But what do you think about it? Please like and subscribe to whatever, all the stuff that I have. And thanks for watching.